Okay, we're gonna do the. I'm going to show you how to use the box method. The box method can be used to solve these kinds of problems. What is 75% of 16? 9 is what percent of 36? 15 is 25% of what number? Now, the box is actually a box. And we put up here the part. We put the whole here. In other words, we're going to fill in these values. We put the percent here, and we put 100 down here. I hope you can see that okay. So part, whole, percent, 100. Then we follow this simple direction. We always multiply the two numbers across from each other and divide by the number across from the unknown. Say it again. I'm going to put the numbers in to this formula, and one of these is going to be an x because that's what we're looking for, and we're going to multiply the two numbers across from each other and divide by the number across from the unknown. So for instance, if I was doing this one up here, the first one, notice what I have is I have the percent 75. I have of. Now, of always relates to the whole. I want 75% of 16. 16 is my whole. I always put 100 here. Well, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the portion of 16 that represents 75%. And so right here I'm going to put an X. Okay? So that's the first. But notice, that's if I'm looking for the part. In this case, where I'm looking for the part, I'm going to multiply 75 times 16, and I'm going to divide it by 100. Whatever the product is of 75 and 16, I'm going to divide that by 100, and that's going to give me my part. It's going to tell me what 75% is of 16. Now, it changes if I am looking, in fact, I'm going to erase that. We're just going to set this up. This is just an introduction to give you an idea of what we're doing. It changes if I'm looking, or I'm answering the second question, which is 9 is what percent of 36? Now what? In this case, 9 is. The is always relates to the part. Of always relates to the whole. 9 is what percent? We're looking for the percent. 100 always goes here. Of 36. The of always relates to the whole. Now I'm going to follow the same procedure from last time. I'm going to multiply the two numbers across from each other and divide by the 36. Now, do you notice what's different? The last time the x was in the part. This time the x is in the percent. So what we multiply changes in how we multiply based on where the x is. In this case, we're looking for the percent. We're going to multiply these two numbers and divide by this number. Okay, so it changes. By the way, we'll have separate videos for each one of these. So I'm just giving you an introduction to this, to the box method. Let's try it. I'm going to erase this one, maybe. I am erasing it. And we're going to come back. 15 is 25% of what number? Now watch what happens. Same box. Everything always goes in to those particular spaces. 15 is. Remember we talked up here on the second problem, 9 is. Is always relates to the part. Is 25%. Well, we know that where that's going to go. Of what number? We're looking for the whole. And what always goes here? 100. Now notice, the x is now down here. I'm going to multiply these two numbers, get the product of that, the answer to that, and divide it by 25. So the x moves around based on what you're looking for. Each of these problems is different in that the first one is looking for the part. So we're looking for the part. On the first one, the second one, we're looking for the percent, and on the third one, we're looking for the whole. And all that does is affect where we put the numbers and where we put the x. But the rule is still the same. We always multiply the two numbers across from each other and divide by the number across from the unknown, and that will give us the answer.